back to another of my Halloween videos. This is the set I'm going to create today. So I'm still sticking with the cute sort of Halloween at the minute before I get into all the gory stuff. And these are all the colours that I thought I was going to use in this set, but I ended up not using them all because I was just kind of just going off the top of my head doing this set, and I had an idea in my head, and then once I started I thought no, that the original idea I had in my head just wasn't going to work. So I just went with the flow and I didn't end up using all the colours. So I'm starting out on the little finger and I'm going to do a marble. So the colours I'm using on this is oh my goodness, what was the velvet one? I'll have to double check that velvet one again. Is it Prince Velvet? I think maybe that was it. Carbon Black and Hyacinth, just to do the marble. And then I will go in and I'll add some of the fine silver hollow glitter as well as some of the Rainbow Crush. So I've just taken it off the nail there because when I was trying to pick up the Hyacinth, it just wasn't picking up properly. So whenever you're doing a marble, you want to work with it really, really wet. And all that flapping around, I was just worried that the Prince Velvet was going to start to cure and I wasn't going to be able to move it around the way I wanted to. So I just went and double checked the name of that navy and it was Royal Prince. I knew there was Prince in it somewhere. So while the acrylic was still kind of wet, I'm just setting on these little silver holographic stars from Tia's Beauty, and I'm just tidying up around that cuticle area and just adding a little bit more of the Hyacinth acrylic just because it had started to cure in that area. So moving on now to the pointer finger, and this is going to be the same as the little finger. So again, up at the cuticle area, making sure that I have that nice and neat and well covered. So in with the Royal Prince, the Hyacinth and the Carbon Black. And again, just working really wet, and I'm just swirling them all together and I'll work that down to the bottom of the nail. So in now with some of that fine silver hollow, I am working really, really wet, and I'm literally just dipping the smallest part of my brush in because I don't want to pick a lot of it up because it is really, really, it's just full of glitter and a little bit goes such a long way. So once I've finished putting some of that fine silver hollow on, I'm now getting in with some of the Rainbow Crush, which I think whenever I'm using a dark colour underneath, it really, the Rainbow Crush is perfect over darker colours. For those of you that noticed, I do already have my extended nail bed done on my middle finger. The reason being was I didn't hit record whenever I did the original little finger and the pointer finger. So I just took them off, replaced the nail tips, and I've just re-recorded it for you so you can see that marble being done. So onto the ring finger now, and I'm just going to do a straight full coverage of this Pinkerbel cover. So before I go back to the extended nail bed and start my filing, I'm going ahead and I'm going to cap the little finger and the pointer finger in the glass slippers. That way there's going to be no filing dust that will fall on the nails and could potentially contaminate them. Back to the middle finger now and that extended nail bed. I'm just going to take my hand file and just go around that smile line just to crisp it up so that whenever I put the colour up against it, it's going to be nice and sharp and clear. So up around that smile line on one side, I'm going in with the Royal Prince, and then on the other side in with Hyacinth. So at the start of the video you did see me, I had shown the colours Olive Branch and Lava Lamp. I had intended on doing little 3D pumpkins, but because these nails are stiletto nails, I think I'll wait and do that whenever I'm doing square nails. So in now with some of that fine silver hollow, I really am just going off the top of my head with this nail, and I am now going in with the Royal Prince and just all the colours that I've used on the other nails just to do another marble, but just doing it slightly different than I did on the other nails. All that's left to do now is just to file and shape the nails, and then I'll get into doing the 3D nail art. Now that all the acrylic is cured, I'm going to go ahead and do my normal filing routine. So regardless of what shape of nails I'm filing, I always start at the side walls to make sure they're nice and straight. Then I always go to the lower arch and make sure that's nice and straight and coming out in line with the natural nail. When I'm doing stiletto nails, I normally wait until the very end though, just to get that point really crisp. So I'm going around the cuticle area, making sure that that's nice and flush, and then I'll go over the rest of the nail, just taking out any obvious lumps and bumps. And then once I'm happy with that, I'll go ahead and finish it off with a buffer. So now that I've done all the filing and shaping, I'm going to go ahead and make my cute little Halloween gonk. So to start off doing the gonk, you need to start off with the beard. So for those of you who are my regular viewers, you know that Snowdrops White isn't one of the my favourite acrylics from Glitterbels. I think it's just too pigmented and it holds too much liquid, so it does take ages to cure. So I'm just going to build up layers of that Snowdrops White, and then when it does finally start to cure, I'm going to create lines in it just to make it look like a beard. So now that it has semi started to cure, I'm going to in with that little craft knife just to create just the lines in the beard. I do end up going in with some more of the Snowdrops White because I can see some of the Pinkerbel cover just showing through, and I wanted the beard to be more solid. The next part in creating the gonk is to do his hat. So I'm getting in with that Hyacinth and just creating like a triangular shape hat, and then I'll go in and decorate it up the same way I've done the marble nails. And again, while that acrylic is still wet, I'm pressing on those little silver stars. So while I was doing all that, the last bead of Snowdrops White that I placed on the beard has started to cure. So I'm going back in with that little craft knife just to do some more of the lines, just to make his beard look more realistic. So the last part of the gonk is just to create his cute button nose, and I'm just using the Pinkerbel cover to do that. thought with this little Gonk, I would go ahead and also give him a moustache. So I'm just creating 2 beads of acrylic just at the side of his nose and just bringing that down over the beard. And then once that starts to cure, I'll create the lines in that just to make it look like the moustache and blend in with the beard. Now that I've got the Gonk all completed, I'm going to go in and apply my top coat. So I'm using Glitterbels and No Wipe top coat, and we'll start to see the glitter and the little stars on all the nails start to come to life. And here is the finished set, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, you know what to do. Give it a thumbs up. And for those of you that haven't already subscribed to my channel, you could go ahead and hit that subscribe button now. And I'll be back with another video. So take care. See you soon. Bye.